Hi friends, it's Miss Jodie here, and today our read-along is Jalapeno Bagels. I wonder what this book is about, and I wonder what jalapeno means and what bagels means. I guess we'll find out. What should I bring to school on Monday for International Day, I asked my mother. My teacher told us to bring something from our culture. You can bring a sweet treat from the bakery. Help us bake on Sunday. Then you can pick out whatever you want. It's a deal. I tell her, I like helping at the bakery. It's warm there and everything smells so good. Early Sunday morning, when it's still dark, my mother wakes me up. Pablo, it's time to go to work, she says. We'll walk down the street to the bakery. My father turns on the lights. My mother turns on the ovens. She gets out the pans and ingredients for sweetbread. I help my mother mix and knead the dough. She shapes, rolls, and loaves the loaves of bread and slides them into the oven. People tell her she makes the best sweetbread in town. Maybe I'll bring sweetbread to school, I tell her. Next, we make pumpkin turnovers. I'm in charge of spooning the pumpkin filling. Mama folds the dough in half and presses the edges with a fork. She bakes them until they are flaky and golden brown. Some customers come to our bakery just for her turnovers. Maybe I'll make brownies instead. You'll figure it out, she says. Ready to make chango bars? Chango means monkey man. Mama lets me pour the chocolate chips and nuts. When she's not looking, I pour in some more chocolate chips. I could bring chango bars. They're my favorite dessert. Mine too, says Mama. This batch should be especially good. I put extra chips in. My father calls from the back room. Pablo, come help me with the bagels. Papa speaks English and Yiddish. He learned Yiddish from his family in New York City. I know some words too. He uses Grandma's recipe to make bagels. First, he makes the dough in a big metal bowl. Then he rolls it out into a long rope shape. He cuts off the pieces and shows me how to connect the ends in a circle. We put the circles on trays where they sit and rise. While we are waiting, my father makes Jewish braided bread. He lets me practice braiding the bread dough at my own counter. It's a lot like braiding hair. The customers say it almost looks too beautiful to eat. Maybe I'll bring a loaf of braided bread to school, I tell Papa. He smiles. When the bagel dough has risen, he boils the bagels in a huge pot of water and fishes them out with a long slatted spoon. I sprinkle on poppy seeds and sesame seeds, and then they go into the oven. Maybe I could bring sesame seed bagels with cream cheese. No, lox. Lox is smoked salmon. My father's favorite bagel is pumpernickel with a smear of cream cheese and lox. I crinkle my nose. Lox tastes a lot like fish. Jam is better. My mother joins us and helps. My father makes another batch of bagels, jalapeno bagels. My parents use their own special recipe. While Papa kneads the dough, Mama chops the jalapeno chilies. She tosses them in the dough and adds dried pepper. We roll, cut, make circles, and let them rise. I can't wait until they're done because I am getting hungry. Have you decided what you're going to bring to school? Asks Mama. It's hard to choose. Everything is so good. I tell her. I look at Papa. Except for lox. You should decide before we open, warns Mama, or else customers will buy everything up. I walk past all the sweetbreads, chango bars, and bagels. I think about my mother and father and all the different things they make in the bakery. And suddenly I know exactly what I'm going to bring. Jalapeno bagels, I tell my parents, and I'll spread them with cream cheese and jam. Why jalapeno bagels? Asked Papa. because they're a mixture of both of you, just like me. The end. So what are jalapenos? They're little green peppers. They're probably about this long and about this wide. So I grow them in my garden. And what are bagels? Has anybody ever had bagels? They're usually a round, kind of like a donut with a hole in the center, but they don't taste like donuts. They taste more like bread. So that was kind of cool that Pablo decided to take jalapeno bagels to school for International Day so that he could share stuff about both of his parents with his school. What kind of foods do you like at your home? What kind of foods do you and your family make that are special? Bye, friends.